Hello everyone, once again, this is PAX and Recreation, and following the March of the Machine that happens on April, we are going to crack a March of the Machine collector booster pack, or box, sorry, in this case. This is a collector booster box. It contains 12 boosters, if I recall correctly. Let me check before I start just dishing on wizards. Each collector boosters has 10 to 12, and yeah, it has 12 boosters. So 12 boosters, 10 to 12 foil cards, which is kind of a thing that sometimes you don't get a foil. I normally use a knife for this, but if you're a masochist like me, you really like to put yourself struggling on camera and just doing this with your gloves, because apparently that's the reality that I live on. And yes, I have a box cutter. It's somewhere here, but this is a matter of honor. And this is the glove equivalent of losing a fingernail. Okay, there you go, more or less. Yeah, there you go. So, collector booster box. And it's the most expensive for the least amount of cardboard. So, because it's the premium one. These are like loot boxes, baby. These are the booster box, the boosters, the collector boosters. So, brain on functioning today. So let's start with no more dilation. Last time we opened a collector booster pack, it was from Phyrexia, All Will Be One. And the packs from Phyrexia, All Will Be One were designed to be opened backwards. So let's see if they kept the design or not. Doesn't seem to be the case. I think that they just gave up. Yeah, because come on. Yeah, this is just set up the usual way. So let's go. Timberland Ancient, Moment of Truth. Phyrexian Archivist. I've never seen this one. Very nice. Phyrexian Construct. Chomping Cavu. Good old Cavus. Drag Recycler. Corruption of Towashi. Seraph of New Capenna. And then you transform it into Seraph of New Phyrexia. Interesting. This is a white. So there you go. A planes, and normally in this, I guess this is the break before we get the crazy cards. So planes and Borborigmos and Filthpith. It's 2, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 red. Very nice. Cyclops Homunculus. Whatever Borborigmos and Filthpith enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. Then you may discard a number of land cards. When you discard 1 or more cards, this way Borborigmos and Filthpith deals twice that much damage to target creature. If you pay 1 and 1 blue, you can put it into its owner's library, third from the top. Between the two of them, they have binocular vision. So there you go. Guardian of Girapur. Very nice. Wildfire Awakener. This is I remember what this is a Elish Norn card. I don't remember what this symbol stood for. I think it's a list card or something. Convoke. When Wildfire Awakener enters the battlefield. Oh, this is the commander symbol, right? I think so, yeah. This is the commander symbol for this set, if I recall correctly. So there you go. And Eager the Freezing Flame. This is a Multiverse Legends. So, oh, nice. Giant Wizard. To put the Multiverse Legends here, I'm assuming. And Inga Rune Eyes, Edge Foil. Very nice. Multiverse Legends as well. And Glisa, Herald of Predation. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one, incubate two twice, transform all incubator tokens you control, or fire actions you control gain first strike and death touch until the end. Damn, Glisa, you sold us all. Ooh, Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. In a new art, that is not the classic one that is very emblematic. Whoa. Vigilance. Other creatures you control get +2/+2. Creatures you opponent control get -2/-2. Rejoice, blessed evangels. The glorious light of completion is night. Soon we shall awaken the multiverse from its slumber. 4/7 for Mummy of Machines. And a warrior that is also a spirit. So, very nice. Missing red, but let's go with number 2. I tried to open them in a civilized manner, but these are harder than usual to crack for some cosmic reason. So let's see. Alabaster Host Sanctifier. Tenured Oilcaster, seems like a counterpart of the other. Searing Barb, there you go, first right. Windscarred Crag. Pyretic Prankster, transforms into Glistening Goremonger. These cards feel a lot more sturdy than usual. Maybe it's just me. Cameo of Whispered Hopes. Wait. The Invasion of Pyrulia. Contrary to the draft booster packs and the set booster packs, apparently battles are not mandatory in these in collector boosters. As they are on the other sets, on the other type of boosters apparently. So there you go. Forest, this is the pause card. And then Quintorius, Lore Master. He got his spark. So there you go, buddy. This is the last time you see this legendary creature. Elephant Cleric, Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, exile target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. If you pay 1 red and 1 red and 1 white and tap, you sacrifice a spirit, you choose target card, exile with Quintorius. You may cast that card this turn without paying its mana cost. If that spell will be put into a graveyard, put it onto the bottom of its owner libraries instead. Not bad for an elephant. Monastery Mentor. Okay, nice. 2 and 1 white. Human Monk, Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with Prowess. So, you can see why it's a mythic. Very good potential to scale up quickly. Chivalry Alliance. Oh, no, sorry. Chivalric Alliance. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. You pay 2 and discard a card, create a 2/2 white and blue knight creature token with Vigilance. Not bad. Yargle, Glutton of Urborg. Multiverse Legend. Vanilla Monster, Frog Spirit. Oh, okay, this is Yargle, the one that gets... okay, yeah, I get it. Let's see if we can get the card where he's teamed up with the Ant. Firja, Judge of Valor. Legendary creature, Angel Cleric. Nice. Then Edgefoil. Transcendent Message. X and then 4 blue. Convoke. Draw X cards. Very nice art. Whoa. Ooh, okay. The hell is this? So, this is interesting because I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the foil is all over the place. It's like a wind effect or something. Umori the Collector, legendary creature, Ooze, for 2, and either 1 black or 1 green, and 1 black or 1 green. Companion. Each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. If this card is your first companion, you may put it into your hand from outside the game for 3 as a sorcery. Well, okay. I know it's not dirty, the card is like this. As Umori the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Maybe it's not the best card, but certainly it's beautiful. The hell is like... Wow, maybe it's a defect or something, but wow. I mean, just wow. Looks like a secret layer kind of card. An elemental, Phyrexian Hydra. Next. Yeah, I'm not crazy. These boosters are harder to crack than the average boosters. They feel harder somehow. Karsus Depth Guard. Sunder the Gateway. Vanquish the Weak. That's Atraxa, right? Yeah. When she gets to New Capenna. Infected Defector. Someone's having fun with the titles. Dismal Blackwater. Elvish Vatkeeper. And the battle, Invasion of Lorwyn, which becomes Winnowing Forces, in case you never saw it for some reason. A mountain as a separation card, and then the party starts. Let's see, Invasion of Ixalan. When Invasion of Ixalan enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And if you beat it, it becomes Belligerent Regisaur. Trample. Whenever you cast a spell, Belligerent Regisaur gains indestructible until the end of turn for 3. Careful. Its vision is based on fear, and it can smell movement or something like that. Gregor, amateur zoologist. Nice. Ooh, Heliod, Radiant Dawn. Legendary enchantment creature. This doesn't have the text from Ajani saying that complete the believers, you complete the god or the followers. It becomes Heliod, the Warped Eclipse. Not bad. Teferi's Talent. Oh, look. Enchant Planeswalker. Enchanted Planeswalker has an emblem. Has a -12. You get an emblem with, you may activate loyalty abilities of Planeswalkers you control on any player's turn. Anytime you could cast an instant. Whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on Enchanted Planeswalker. Kind of broken. Finn the Fangbearer. Very nice art. Very nice. And very card overall. Very card. It is certainly a card. Very nice card overall. Death Touch. Whenever creature you control with Death Touch is commander to a player, and the player gets 2 poison counters. Yikes. Legends of the Multiverse. Yargle, Wilton of Orborg. Again, nice foil, like oil effect. That's what we got from the Slake Oil raised cards. Elspeth's Talent. Stram Senior Edificer. Or Edificer. Legendary creature, Dwarf Advisor. Very nice looking card as well. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Very nice. Good commander material right there. And the Multiverse Legends, which apparently is kind of the thing in the... With this said, I can't shake the feeling that they went so hard for Commander that they forgot about even the story or everything. It's like, oh, the set cards, yeah, they're nice, but we have Multiverse Legends, man, and they're legendary creatures that you certainly want as your commander. And it's like, yes, but what about the set? Oh yeah, in the set you have a bunch of legendary creatures that are just team ups, and what a crazy card for a commander. It's like, Wizards, we get it. Why can I open this booster? Wizards, we get it. You like Commander because it gives you money, and we like Commander because it was the one format that we could play that wasn't trying to kill our wallets at every chance it got, like Standard with its rotation, or Modern that got very expensive, or Legacy that is just prohibitive. So Commander was like, hey, you have one copy of each. That's great. Just go look at your library. Certainly, you have some old cards in your mom's basement or something that you forgot. Go look at them. Build something around a card that you like a lot that we will call a commander. And that's great. And then Wizards smelled blood and was like, oh, I heard you kids. Hello, fellow kids. I heard you kids like Commander. So we just got a bunch of Commander products. And it's like, well, Wizards, thank you for the pre-cons. They're actually kind of good products. But can we... What about the rest? Like, oh yeah, the sets now also have Commander-specific cards and a bunch of legendary creatures. And we're even thinking about killing the Planeswalkers, because Planeswalkers, unless we say so, can be commanders. So we just want to remove their spark so you can use them as commanders. Isn't it amazing? It's like, Wizards, please, I just want to play without my wallet feeling like it's being fed to a vampire or something. Drana and Linvala, 1, 2 white, 1 black, legendary creature, vampire angel. Flying, vigilance, activated abilities of creatures your opponent controls can't be activated. Drana and Linvala has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponent controls. You may spend mana as though if it were mana of any color to activate said abilities. Very nice. Kogla and Jidaro, or Jidaro, depending on what plane this is. It either has a weird pronunciation or not. Legendary creature, ape, dinosaur, turtle. 2 red, 2 green. When Kogla and Jidaro enters the battlefield, choose one. It gains trample and haste until the end of turn. It fights target creature you don't control. Or for 2, extra, you pay 2, 1 red, 1 green. You discard it and destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Shuffle it into your library from your graveyard, then draw a card. 7/7. See, and this looks like a secret lair card. So, and obviously a commander card. Conclave Sledge Captain, a commander specific card. Backup 1, backup 1, backup 1. Each backup ability triggers separately. Okay. Trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive, Multiverse Legend. Creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. 1/3, Human Rogue. Dina Soul Steeper, Multiverse Legend as well. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So it's like 2 sets in 1, and this is Edge foil. Guardian of Girapur. Shieldred, Whispering 1, nice. 5 and 2 black, legendary creature for action Praetor. Swamp Walk. That means, if I recall correctly, if the opponent has a swamp, you can just attack directly. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. Jax, Incubator. Next booster. Let's see if I can open this one in a... Nope, I can't. I'm trying to not bend the cards, obviously, but... Yeah, fuck it. F it. Enduring Bond Warden. Furnace Host Charger. Expedition Lookout. Island. Unseal the Necropolis. Joyful Storm Sculpture. She certainly is joyful. Invasion of Kylem. When Invasion of Kylem enters the battlefield, up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+0 and gain vigilance and haste until the end of turn. And then it transforms when you defeat it into Valor's Rich Tag Team. Create 2 as a sorcery. Create 2 3/2 red and white warrior creature tokens with whenever this creature attacks and at least one other creature token attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Let's give those creeps the old 1/2. So this goes here. So there's also the reason why there's a lot of multicolor cards, making it kind of hard to draft. Errant and Giada. Nice. 1 white, 1 blue. Enter the creature, human angel. So Constantine and 1 friend or something. Flash, flying. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spells with flash or flying from the top of your library. Okay then. Grafted Butcher. Whoa, very nice art. It's like a Shiva Galactus. Shiva from Marvel, by the way, not the gods. When Grafted Butcher enters the battlefield, Phyrexians you control gain menace until the end of turn. Other Phyrexians you control get +1/+1, and if you pay 3 and 1 black, you sacrifice an artifact creature. You can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Not bad. Not bad at all. Deluxe Dragster. Commander card. Deluxe Dragster can be blocked except by vehicles. Whenever the Deluxe Dragster deals combat damage, you may cast targets for sorcery, create 2. Okay, not bad. For a vehicle, I'm joking because my favorite commander deck, the one that I use most, is actually vehicle themed. So, Firja, Judge of Valor, Multiverse Legend. What a nice looking thing. Flying Lifelink, Angel Cleric, for 2, 1 white and 2 black. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into the graveyard. So, a milling mechanism. Daxos, Blazed by the Sun. Blessed by the Sun, not blazed. Daxos toughness is equal to your devotion to white. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. And it's a 2 asterisk. Very weird looking foil. I don't know if I like it. Tribute to the War Tree. Oh, nice looking card. What the fuck? 3 green. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Enchantment. Nice looking. Giganta. The Wellspring. Yeah, this is a Secret Lab card. Come on. Secret Lab. Yeah, I hope. A Secret Lair card. 4 and either 1 red or 1 green legendary creature, Elemental Elk, Companion. No card in your certain deck has more than 1 of the same mana symbol in its mana cost. And you can tap to add 1 of each color. This mana can be spent to pay generic mana costs. Okay, there's a trick. Interesting. And finally, an Incubator token. Incubator / Phyrexian. So, halfway there. Placid Rottenfall, Selframe Shapecraft, Thornwood Falls, Meeting of Minds, Beamtown Beatstick, Shivan Branchburner, Captive Weird. My Captive Weird, which is basically the name of my time as a teenager. Completed Conjurer. Nice. A mountain. Rona, Herald of Invasion. 1 and 1 blue human wizard. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, untap Rona, Herald of Invasion. You can tap it and draw a card and then discard a card, or you can pay 5 and 1 Fire Action Black and transform it, and it becomes Rona Tolarian Obliterator. Trample, whenever a source deals damage to Rona, that source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, you may put it into the battlefield under your control. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. At last, I am complete. Oh, Rona, you gave us a pandemic, and now there's Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. Ooh, nice. For 3 legendary artifact. 2, untap it, target opponent mills 3 cards, put a land from their graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. It gains, if this land will leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting anywhere else. And you pay 10 and tap it and sacrifice Realm Breaker, and you search your library for any number of Praetor cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Oh, okay, I see the play. I see the gameplay. Kasla, the Broken Halo. This is the commander of one of the commander decks. Convoke, Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever you cast another spell that has Convoke, scry 2, then draw a card. Angel Ally. Quende, Pride of Femeref. Kind of difficult to read, it's almost like a mirror. Double strike, creatures you control with first strike have double strike. Multiverse Legend. Radha, Coalition Warlord. Also Multiverse Legend, has Domain. Whenever Radha becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Okay. Very good commanders. Firemane Commando. Nice looking card. It's like a mirror as well. Flying, whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Whenever another player attacks with 2 or more creatures, they draw a card if none of those creatures attacked you. Goreclaw, Terror of Qual Sisma. Legend of the Multiverse as well. And First Mate Ragavan, Monkey Pirate. And on the other side is a Fire Action Saproling. So we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Each pack that I crack, I'm cracking them worse and worse. It's like I'm making merits here. So let's see. Trashing Frontliner. Rugged Highlands. Negate. Yeah, that came too dramatic. Golden Scale Aeronaut. Halo Hopper. An Origami Frog. Statewise Negotiator. Invasion of Hammon, yeah. I wish, Jojo. Invasion of Amonkhet. That becomes Lazotep Convert. Not bad. Plains. Inga and Esika, Human God. 2, 1 green, 1 blue. Creatures you control have vigilance and tap at 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if 3 or more mana from creatures was spent to cast it, draw a card. Very good. I can see myself commanding some games with that. Into the Fire. The moment that Ren and Chandra arrived, and it's very nice that everyone failed and then these two go in there and that's it. I mean, you can argue that all the other Praetors and etc. were invading planes, so it was easier, but then in Fire Action will be 1, but whatever. Vodalian Wave Knight. Emoti, Celebrant of Bounty, Legend of the Multiverse. An Edgefoil Fiend, the Fangbearer, legendary creature, Human Warrior. This is the normal art. Dusk Legion Duelist. As you can see by the mounts, the one that has the most is Multiverse Legends. Whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters, whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Dust Legion abilities, draw a card. This ability triggers only once. Okay. Teysa Karlov. Nice looking card. Creature, Human Advisor. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time, and creature tokens you control have Vigilance and Lifelink. Multiverse Legend as well. And an Elemental, very nice looking art, and a Phyrexian Hydra. I think the coolest token so far, well, we will look into that at the end when we do the... Yep, it's impossible to open these boosters without just ravaging them. Or Ornn of Godfire. Nezumi Informant, Edged Host Doombringer, Atraxas Fall. Fallen Angels should stay fallen. Henzi Toolbox Torre. A Forest. Hail of Forager. Artistic Refusal. An Island. And the party starts. Liliana's Talent. Enchanted Planeswalker gets -8. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Whenever a creature deals damage to Enchanted Planeswalker, destroy that creature. Okay. How to Lilianize any Planeswalker. Jargal and Multani. Here it is. The 18/6. Costs 3, 2 black, and 1 green. Legendary creature, Frog Spirit Elemental. I have heard much about you from my daughter, Multani rumbled. There was a time where I'd balk at your aid, Phantom, but she has shown me the merit of Urbok's straying ways. Replied Jurgle. So, the good lore, my friends. This is how you build the good lore. Hedron Detonator. Throwing Hedrons around, always nice. Shanna, Sisei's Legacy. Legend of the Multiverse. Very nice looking card. Rona, Shieldred's Fateful. And Edge Foil, very nice. Legend of the Multiverse as well. Hidetsugu and Kairi. Team up card, Ogre Demon Warrior. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on the top of the library in any order. When it dies, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it is an instant or a sorcery card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Not bad. And green, Corpseborn. Legend of the Multiverse as well. For 3, 1 blue, 1 black. Legendary creature, Zombie Warrior. When it enters the battlefield, tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. Okay. Sacrifice another creature, and then you untap it and put a +1/+1 on it. Whenever green attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, then put a +1/+1 counter on green. And an incubator. I was cracking set booster packs, and I was like, well, incubator tokens are the ones that we're going to get the most, and we didn't. But in the collector boosters, yes, we are. As you can see again, is the one type of token that we get the most, if not all the time. Scounded Barrens. Deadly Derisian Island, which... Yay, so I have 3 lands on a collector booster. Yay, Final Flourish. Tarkir Dawn-Shaper, which transforms into Bornish Dawn Stomper, sorry. Rendering Earth, which is what happens with is a story spotlight, is what happens with all the Phyrexians after the connection is cut. Their oil doesn't stops working. Apparently, works on Wi-Fi. Invasion of Eldraine. Really, the way the story ended is such a letdown. You know, the reason why, like, even Marvel, I know that you wanted to copy Marvel so bad, Wizards, but like even Marvel had to stretch their movies beyond 1.5 hours or more, because they knew that they needed to pack the punch, and the invasion just took 2 hours apparently. If you just read the story and look at the cards, it's so disappointing. Glistening Dawn, 2 and 2 green. Rankle and Torban. I love this card. I love it. I love it with a passion. Only thing better is that it will be like edge foil. I love this card with a passion. Like, not like visually, the effect. Artifact creature variation construct. Filigree vector. Filigree vector to the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on each of any number of target creatures, and a charge counter on each of any number of target artifacts. And 1 and tap, sacrifice another artifact, proliferate. Okay, not bad. Timaret, chosen from death. Legendary enchantment creature, Demigod. Legend of the Multiverse. Eager, the Freezing Flame, also Legend of the Multiverse, in oil foil or whatever is this format called. Voldaren, Thrill Seeker. Vampire Warrior, backup 2. Nice. Ooh, Ragavan. You're finally here in my hands. Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer, the card that broke an entire format because it costs 1 red, is a 2/1 Monkey Pirate. Apparently someone likes One Piece a lot, so I think that's the only reason I can get for this to be this useful, to not say broken. Whenever Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer, deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until the end of turn, you may cast that card. And it has dash. For 1 and 1 red, you may cast this spell for its dash cost. If you do, it gains haste, and it's returned from the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So if you ever wondered, I don't get what the thing is with Ragavan, is that Ragavan moved from a token that wasn't this exactly. It was, I think it was a different one. Or it was actually this one, maybe not this art, but we went from a token to this thing. And there is no reason to not have Ragavan in your deck if you have a red. Unless your strategy is like completely opposite, but like this embodies red. Too good. And then an incubator token. 3 to go. Yep. Like Slipknot, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not going to be able to open this in a refined fashion. Ephara's Dispersal, or Ephara's. Miran Bane Splitter. Wildwood Escort, Swordsworn Cavalier, Realmbreaker's Grasp, which is great. The Invasion Tree wasn't merely a conduit through which to break planes. It was a living, writhing extension of Phyrexia's will. Oracle of Tragedy. Oh no, Phyrex is coming! Trust me, I saw it in the water. Is the logo of is the symbol of their expansion. Oh no. Invasion of Rhine. Rhine? I think it's Rhine. It enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, and then discard 1. And when you beat it, becomes Overloaded Mage Ring. You pay 1, tap, and sacrifice it. You copy target spell you control. Okay, and a copy becomes a token, in case it wasn't clear. Full land island. And let's see, Invasion of Arcavios. Siege, 3 and 2 blue. When Invasion of Arcavius enters the battlefield, search your library, graveyard, and or outside the game for an instant or sorcery card you own. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Outside the game, I mean, okay, you don't need to have it in your deck even. Costs 7 to beat, and then it becomes Invocation of the Founders. Whenever it's an enchantment, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may copy that spell. Okay, you may choose new targets for the copy. No professors, no grades, no room for mistakes. Okay, I get why it costs 3 and 2 blue, and it's 7 to beat. Thalia and the Gitrock Monster. Nice, this is a fan favorite and a very unlikely thing to happen. But in the story and the side stories, this is never mentioned. So yeah, this is just fan service for the sake of fan service. One white, one black, and one green legendary creature, human frog horror. First strike, Death Touch. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever Thalia and the Gitrock Monster attacks, sacrifice a creature or land, then draw a card. So it has all the effects of everyone of the individuals involved in that card. Excise the Imperfect. Instant. Exile a target non-permanent. Its controller incubates X, where X is its mana value. Okay. Radha, Coalition Warlord, which we already crack if I recall correctly. Agar, the Freezing Flame, nice art, and is Edge Foil, Legend of the Multiverse. Jingitaxias, or Gitaxias, I don't know how you pronounce it. Jingitaxias, in foil, Fire Action, art, etc. Legendary creature, Fire Action Praetor, 3 and 2 blue. Ward 2. This card is so broken. Ward 2, I mean, it's expensive, yes, but come on. Ward 2, whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, draw a card, and then if you pay 3 and 1 blue, you exile Jingitaxias and then return it, transform, activate only as a sorcery, and only if you have 7 or more cards in hand. So the only thing stopping you from being crazy is having 7 cards on hand, which is not that difficult to achieve, and then it becomes the Great Synthesis. Step 1 of this saga, draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size for as long as you control the Great Synthesis. Step 2, return all non-Fire Action creatures to their owner's hands. And step 3, you may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana costs, and then you exile it and it comes back as Jingitaxias. So, Jikes, Jingitaxias, cool. Next, Kahira, the Orphan Guard. Nice, legendary creature, Cat Beast. For 1 and either 1 green or white, or 1 green or white. It has Companion. Each creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast card. Okay. Vigilance. Each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance. Legend of the Multiverse. And an incubator. Second to last, I am not getting a clean wrap this time. Burning Sun's Fury, all the dinosaurs aligned to defend their plane. Aerial Boost. Gotta push those top turtles, right? Iridescent Blade Master. Knight of the New Coalition. Fleeting Guerrilla, or Guerrilla, sorry. It's Guerrilla, okay? Norn's Inquisitor, that came from Bloodborne, and that's very apparent. Skyclave Aerialist transforms with a green into Skyclave Invader. Nice. A swap, and then the party starts. Bloodfeather Phoenix. It can block, it has flying, costs 1 and 1 red, and whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent or battle, you may pay 1 red. If you do, return Bloodfeather Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until the end of turn. A classic nightmarish red card. Progenitor Exarch. Phyrexian Cat Cleric. Whenever it enters the battlefield, incubate 3 X times, and then you tap it and transform incubator tokens you control, which is very nice. Essence of Orthodoxy. For 3 and 2 white, flying whenever Essence of Orthodoxy or another Phyrexian enters the battlefield under your control, incubate 2. So the mechanic here for the Phyrexians is incubation. Inga Runais, Legend of the Multiverse, I think we already pulled her. And the edge foil is Ralph Weatherlight Stalwart. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. If you do, draw a card. And if you pay 3 and 2 white, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until the end of turn. This old ship has seen a lot, but she's not done yet. That's the spirit, bro. Doomskar Warrior. Creature, human warrior, backup, trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or battle, look at as many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And finally, Jorion Sky Nomad. Legendary creature, Bird Serpent. Okay. Looks more like a dragon, but okay. Companion, your starter deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size. Flying, when Jorion enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of your next end step. Okay. And a Phyrexian Mirror, nice art, that is a knight on the other side. And last booster, is this the one that I'm going to be able to preserve for nope. It's actually one of the worst that I opened. Okay, so Traumatic Revelation. My new form must be hard to understand. Yes, it is, Lisa. For everyone, and even more how you fell to it because of the idiot of Luca. Volcanic Spite, Thunderhead Squadron, Preening Champion, Bola Singer, Ramotion, yeah, Greatsword, Glistening Deluge, and a forest. And the party starts for the last time in this video. Into the fire. When Ren and Chandra enter the party. There is that. Doomskar Warrior. Creature human warrior, backup 1, trample. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or battle, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Which, I'm acting like I never seen this card, and I literally, like this last green card. Oh man, I am old. Vulpine Harvester. Commander card. Whenever one or more Phyrexians you control attack, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield if its mana value is less than or equal to their total power. Jury, Master of Review, Multiverse Legend. Very nice looking card. When red, when black, whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Jury, Master of Review. When Jury dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Valduk, Keeper of the Flame. Same logic. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, for each aura or equipment attached to Valdur, Keeper of the Flame, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with Trample and Haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. The hammer strikes, the flame awakens. And the Edge foil card. Rankle and Torban. Okay, now in foil. This is the best looking card in this set, man. Look at this. Yes! Looks like it's nice to the point that it's something that you could see in your grandma's house. You know what I mean? It's that type of old school, beautiful art. I love it. And Umori the Collector, which we got in oil weird style, Legend of the Multiverse, and then a treasure as the last token, which is ironic, and a vampire. So let's do the recap and see what was the best of each category. So for lands, not much to do here. Visually or mechanically, because pretty standard everything. I like these planes a lot, not gonna lie. I think more than these ones, which is interesting that I have more than one full art design. So I'm going with this. This actually feels like a planes, unlike the other, so going with this one. For green, what do we have for green? So, Omskari, Descent, Glistening. I like this card a lot. Well, Ixalan is a thing. Well, I'm going to do with this one. Tribute to the War Tree. Love the art, love the card. I see myself using it in a green commander deck. Let's see black. This is the Luch. The last talent is pretty nice. Corrupted Butcher also looks nice. It's gonna be Leona's talent. Love the card. Next, blue. Although I think we all know what's going to be in blue, but it's gonna be Jingy Taxis. Arcavius is actually a very good card. Androna. This card is beautiful as well. Nah, it's gonna be Jingy Taxis. I mean, look at that art. For white, let's see. I like this one. Oh, this is actually looks nice. Guardian of Singapore. Heliod looks nice as well. I guess I will need to go with Heliod just because I am a sucker for Theros. And even though I don't like it, that he becomes Fire Action, whatever. Colorless. Yeah, Realmbreaker, no doubt. The art is just out there. For red, I think my favorite that we pulled today. Oh, this is nice. Into the Fire full art. This is very nice. It's gonna be Into the Fire full art. Chandra and Ren ready to kick it. And let's see. For the multicolor, I mean, is this one. Every time I get this card, it's going to be this one. Close second, Talia and the Gate Rock Monster. No doubt. All the others, I mean, this one's kind of cool. You get a lot of cool cards in multicolor. Look at that. Look at this one. This one's crazy. This one's crazy as well. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'm biased to this one. Every time I get this card, it's going to be this card. And it's purely visual because mechanically, I don't think I'm going to use it. In terms of tokens, I am biased for the Monkey Man itself. Monkey D. Ragavan. So there you go. And For the legends of the multiverse, I mean, look at this. Can be anyone really. Um, let's see. And I'm realizing that I put this one there, so sorry. Actually, let me separate that. F. Big F. There you go. Yeah, Legends of the Multiverse. Okay, now look. Cool, cool, cooler, cool. Very difficult here because there are a lot of cool cards, both mechanically and good looking. Obviously, Ragavan is easy pick if you want to go for broken. Green looks nice. Oh, this looks very nice. I think it's going to be green. I'm guessing. Or Fuja. Fuja actually looks nice. Shieldred is okay. But I think we all know what's going to be. It's going to be Elishnorn Grant's Cenobite. Because look at this. Yeah, baby. So that was a collector box. Hope that you liked it. Let me know what you thought. What's your favorite card? Maybe you picked something else. Do you think this is a good pull? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed the experience. These videos, I try to make them a little bit on the, let's put me in the second screen kind of, and where I talk to you and we like open packs and stuff. And I like to look at them, and I don't want just to be like, oh, rare, oh, mythic, oh, rare. So I like the whole thing about the game. So I want to pass that to the people watching this. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, evening, night, morning, whatever time you are at. Thank you very much. And as usual, this has been PAX and Recreation. See you next time. Bye.